Hi everyone, it's Adam Bennett, your magical neighborhood giraffe. So this video is going to be my first in the series of Storytime with Adam. Yes, I know, a couple years ago when I tried doing YouTube again and I only got like 3 videos out, I did a Storytime then, but this is really going to try and kick off that Storytime with Adam for my new rebranded channel. So this week's story is really going to be a life update of what happened in the past couple years and basically like why I didn't do YouTube, where I'm at now, because yes, my background you might have noticed is very different from what it used to be, sitting in front of a wall in my bedroom at my parents' house. Yeah, it's very different now. You might also notice some background random noises. I'm going to tell you where I'm at soon. First, let's rewind to where it was 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, I was living with my parents in the Central Valley of California. Very small townish still. As you might have noticed, I was in my childhood bedroom in my last videos back then, in 2017. I had recently graduated college, I was looking for a job, and soon after I put that last video out in 2017, I actually landed a job finally, which is the job that I have now. I got a job working for my alma mater as an admissions rep, but that job is a remote position, meaning I work in my territory away from the school. The school is actually in Arizona. I personally work in California. So the job itself was in the Bay Area, which is about 2 hours away from my parents, so it wasn't too far of a move, but it was still big enough to where like I'm on my own, I didn't know anyone, and visiting my parents wasn't always the easiest because it is still a couple hours away. And so I had to learn to kind of be on my own a little bit without friends. For 2 years, or for a year, I was looking for friends. And finally, after a year of living in the East Bay, I finally found a couple people, and then a few months later, they introduced me to a few more people, and so I finally started gaining some friends in the Bay Area. I do have colleagues that I work with, however, because we're all remote and we all have various territories, we're pretty distant. Like my best or favorite colleague, she lives in Sacramento. I trained with her in Phoenix, but I didn't actually get to really hang out with her a whole lot after, just because she lives in Sacramento. We still keep in contact a lot. We still do as much as we can to be in contact, but it's like I didn't have an office. I work from home. I didn't have an office that I could go into and just be like, hey, how y'all doing? It's very different from that. So I was very isolated. So after a year, I finally made some friends, and then a few months later, got some more friends through them, and I started actually, I felt like thriving in the Bay Area, or in the East Bay. And then I started having this goal and this dream and desire to live in San Francisco, being only 40 minutes away from the city at that time. And then I saw that a position opened up in San Francisco, and it was for the exact same job that I had, and it was just a new territory, and I was like, yes, please. So I went from wanting to, and I was like literally thinking, oh, it's gonna happen in like 3-4 years, I'll get to San Francisco, it's not gonna happen yet. And literally went from a dream that I had for maybe about a year to, guess where I'm at now? San Francisco. And it's so amazing. I love it. So I'm currently residing in Lower Nob Hill. Fantastic. I am really living the city life. I literally have to walk a block to a laundromat. I have to walk to get groceries. I have to walk half a block to get my car. It is totally living the city life, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm in a studio, as you can see, like my bed is behind me. I'm not in my bedroom. I am, but I'm also in my living room. My kitchen is that way. My bathroom is just that way. Like my door is right, or my entryway is like right that way. Like it is a very small place, but I'm loving it. Honestly, like I downgraded from a 1-bedroom to this. I didn't want roommates because of working from home, and honestly, I'm loving every bit of it. And so that's where my life is at now. I went from Central Valley wannabe city boy to I'm basically a city boy now, and I'm absolutely thrilled with it. So that's my life update. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little bit of a perspective of where I'm at in life right now, and if you have any questions, by all means, ask away because I want to answer them. I know it wasn't much. It was pretty summarized. I feel like I did a good job with that to keep this video short, but I hope you still enjoyed it, and with that, I'll say goodbye.